up a little bit. What's up, Colts Nation? I'm Lawrence Owen. With me,
Derek Larger.
What's going on, man?
Let's go.
All right, so today, it's a hot one today. It's Sunday around noon, and sold out crowd. It's supposed to hit about 90 degrees. It's going to be interesting to see what the Colts bring today in pads. What are you hoping to see today?
Oh, I'm hoping to see a lot more of the offense. You know, I want to be able to see more of Matt Ryan slicing and dicing up the defense.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'd love to see a little bit more. See if Alec Pierce starts to gain a little bit of tread against Stephon Gilmore,
Absolutely.
who he's been lined up against him quite a bit. Another thing I want to see is more of that battle between Yannick and that left tackle
absolutely.
and stuff.
We were talking about that the other day. Absolutely. That is the matchup that everybody wants to see.
Absolutely. And then, of course, you know, we want to see the depth of the tight end behind Mo Alley Cox. Who's going to take that number 2, number 3 spot? Are we going to have 4 tight ends this season? We don't know. We got to check it out. Hopefully, Ogletree maybe steps up a little bit more. Obviously, Jelani Woods has been showing his improvement as well. Kylan Granson started off training camp kind of slow, but he's been picking it up a little bit this past week.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Had his best day. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday last week. Had a touchdown pass from Matt Ryan. Really hoping he can continue to build on that because, like you said, struggled the first week. Hopefully builds on that success in the second week.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to go ahead and step over here. I'm going to grab the camera, and I'm going to do some panning. I'm going to show you the line that's out here. Oh, my goodness. We got people already. Ain't even started yet. And look at this line. Oh my gosh. Wow. All the way past the media. Look at that. Everybody is going all the way back to the parking lot. Holy. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back afterwards. After practice is over. Obviously, I got a bunch of recording to do during practice. Obviously, no team drills. You know, that's against the rules. Don't want to help the other teams in the NFL out, but we will get individuals and things of that nature, plus of course the media pressers afterwards, and we'll come back. Perhaps Derek and I will do a little thing together afterwards. I don't know.
I'd be down to do it.
All right, we'll be back right after this. What's going on, guys? We got practice in here.
One more time, in that way. Good to see you, man. And coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to hear also from Nyheim Hines, Colts running back, is going to join us in just a few minutes, so stay tuned for that. Hey, in the meantime, a few announcements before we get going today. Again, we're going to practice from noon until 1:30. Today also is Give Back Sunday, brought to you by Meyer, as the Colts celebrate nonprofits across the great state of Indiana. If you are new to Colts camp, if this is your first time here, raise your hand, make some noise.
Where have you been?
That is my work.
Yes,
it is.
Why is this?
That is massive.
Why is this your first day?
All right, so I'm hoping the vets can help out the rookies as far as this goes. As you look out, if you're in the grandstands, if you're looking at me, if you're looking at the field, there's 2 fields, right? There's a field to the left and a field over to your right as you look out. Field number 1, as we discussed, that's going to be this field over here to the left. That's the field to the north. Field 2 is the field to the right. That's where you see Colts players over here warming up, getting ready for practice. That is field 2 to the south. The 7-on-7, 11-on-11 periods, offense and defense, those today are happening on field 1. All right, field 1 is this field over here to the left. So I know we're packed. We got a lot of people here today, but most of the 11-on-11 and 7-on-7, those periods are happening on field 1, the field to the north. Also, we asked, I know it's early in practice and a lot of people are still moving up and moving around, but during practice we will ask that please do not lean or sit or block this front concourse area. Please don't sit on the front railings, this black railing, during practice today so we can move and get around and go to the concession stand or the bathroom and get a glass of water. All right, we're practicing until 1:30 today, so we are packed. A lot of stuff to get to. Team stretch will happen at noon, right at noon. You'll hear the horn go off. Our first period after that is special teams, focusing on punt. After that, it's individual drills, routes versus air. The offense and defense, those units will break up. The defense is going to be on field 2. The offense will work on field number 1. The offense is in white. Defensive players are in blue. Then it's one-on-one period. That'll start around 12:30. After that, it's our first 7-on-7 period. That will begin around 12:45 for about 12 plays. Then we have back-to-back team periods. 12:45 to about 1 o'clock, back-to-back team periods. The first block is going to be first and second down. After that, it's going to be moving the ball. We're going to spot the ball up and down the field, work on kind of that 2-minute approach towards the end of the half or the end of the game. Then it's special teams after that, punt return. That'll start around 1:05. Then another 7-on-7 period. That period is focusing on empty sets. 5 wide, so a lot of passing obviously in 7-on-7, but 5 wide in that period. Then we're wrapping it up with a final team period from about 1:25 to just after 1:30. That also is focusing on empty sets, 5 wide to close out practice today. Again, it's great to have everybody here, man. Jam-packed, sold out. Let's play football. We're rocking, we're rolling. Good to have everybody here. Let's go Colts.
Right? It's honestly worse just standing and not like moving around. At least I feel like I'm doing something.
I think that's one.
Move this a little bit.
Yeah.
We got Frank.
Boys on the bikes.
Get it tied up on Frank. Got Frank talking with former coach.
Get him, Lawrence.
What's going on, man?
I caught up with Yannick. Yannick,
Yeah,
he told me, DM him my address, he'll take care of it.
awesome. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. It's going to be warm, Matt. What's going on?
It's all right. I've been in worse. I spent a summer in St. Louis for a ballpark one time. Freaking every day was like this. Every day, if not worse.
Derek,
Yes, sir.
Colts Caveman.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Had to read your text. Oh, I will. Oh, no, that's fine. I just want to thank Coach Reich for signing the not today stuff for me. No, that's why
I
I'm
wonder if I can ask him.
And I'm sitting right there. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
See if that helps.
Help me a little bit.
Go down to the other side.
Okay. Uh-huh.
he's talking. I don't want to interrupt him.
Right?
I'm not that. You're not that person. No, I'm not that person. No.
You want me to be? No, I won't. Sorry.
I just want to thank him. He signed some not today stuff for me and sent it to my house.
That is awesome.
A hat and a shirt.
That's very nice.
Thank you.
Oh, Nyheim Hines. Nyheim Hines.
Yeah, he's coming up the top.
I'm gonna see if Nyheim Hines can go sign this. He's right there. Where are my parents?
We got a few minutes up before practice. Again, those will be 11-on-11, 7-on-7 periods. Those are going to happen on field 1 if you're just coming in. Hey, I got another special guest here before we get going. Running back number 21, make some noise. Nyheim Hines. Nyheim, how's camp going so far?
Some days offense wins, some days defense wins, but one thing's iron is sharpening iron, so we're getting better.
You are playing, you're all over the place. Running back, wide receiver, you're catching balls, you're working with like 3 different position groups, it seems like. How do you balance that? How do you balance it during practice? How do you balance it after practice in the playbook?
Honestly, I think it just goes from the age when we first got here, just really trying to be the best to get better. And no matter what it is, it's an opportunity. So we're just trying to be the best to get better each opportunity. That's how we look at it, just trying to go out there and execute my job for the same goal.
Another season, another quarterback, this time Matt Ryan. It looks like it's going incredibly well in terms of the acclimation process, commanding the huddle. What's it like playing for number 2?
It's great to play with Matt. He makes it easier, trying to control the offense. One thing about it is he's leading us to trust us to do as well. So we're super excited to see the rest of this team this year.
You're heading into year number 5. It's great. You've been here a long time. You've seen some really, really good performances. You've seen some really good crowds at Lucas Oil Stadium as well. Most of the time, it is sold out. It is loud. The floor is yours. What do you want to say to Colts fans heading into 2022?
I just want to say, first off, thank you guys. We know it's hot out here, and there's been days where it's been raining. So thank you guys for coming out here and bringing in the juice every day. It's hard to be in practice, but you guys' energy helps us get through it. So thank you guys for that. We'll miss you guys on week 1 and week 2. We'll see you guys on week 3. Let's bring the juice today and week 3. Let's go.
If you play fantasy football, remember this number right here, number 21, Nyheim Hines, and your fantasy league here in 2022. Hey, just a reminder again, I know there's a lot going on. I need to up here some of a few autographs before we guys forget. But if we can, let's keep the concourse free and clear. Please don't lean on it during practice for safety reasons. And also, too, we want to remind you that Colts Camp is brought to you by Corson Fire and Security all month long here at Graham Park. Colts.com/camp for all the details regarding all the dates, the theme days, and to download your free tickets online. Again, Colts.com/camp. Once we do get into those 11-on-11 periods, really all practice, but especially true during those 11-on-11 sessions, offense and defense, we ask you, please, no cell phone video footage. No social media posts with cell phone video footage during practice today. We ask you for that out of schematic reasons. I hope you can understand as far as that goes. We'll remind you throughout the course of practice. But again, we're practicing at noon until 1:30 today. Let's have a great day, everybody. Thanks again for coming.
There he is.
Lawrence.
Hey, how's it going?
Say that I'm crazy. I feel like I'm crazy. But I know I'm not crazy. And my mistakes are crazy. I'm crazy. Say that I'm crazy. I feel like I'm crazy. But I know I'm not crazy. And my mistakes don't make me. It's the way God made me. Say that I'm crazy. To whoop that nigga for 40 minutes straight. Put my shit up your face. Said I wasn't a cult, I beat my murder case. They must forgot I'm the reason the whole hood ain't. Think I'm crazy and get baptized. Talking about when that summertime. Straight in school, but in the streets I was baptized. Jail charges back to back, they like go crazy. If you was facing that meal, you would get loaded too. Business minded, now I'm trying to make it so real. Can't be crazy, ain't got no 360 deal. Rapped about the court system, cause that's how I feel. Do wrong, I tell you about it, that's how I feel. That make me crazy? Huh? They say that I'm crazy. I feel like I'm crazy. But I know I'm not crazy. I'm crazy. See that I'm crazy. I feel like I'm crazy. But I know I'm not crazy. And my mistakes don't make me. It's the way God made me. See that I'm crazy, crazy, crazy. I might be. Girl, I might be. They say I'm crazy cause I hang around you like beef. I'm country club living. I'm like pills. My other side. So keep on moving in Louisiana streets. I'm like Jake Prince in Houston. They say my music make the goons keep going. What about the government who don't give us opportunity, huh? I ain't crazy. Say that I'm crazy. I feel like I'm crazy.
I guess I'm heading that way.
First practice period right now. We're on to special teams. We're working on punt on field 1. Again, if you're just with us, 2 fields as you look out from the grandstand. Field 1 is over here to the left. Field 2 is over here to the right. 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 periods. Those today will occur on field 1. After this, individual routes. Routes versus air.
I have a buddy of mine, Bill. I don't know what his deal is.
Field 1, the defense in blue. They will move to field number 2 coming up in just a bit.
It's so hot. Very nice, very nice. Right. Hello, Lara.
How are you? Hey, good to see you. Yeah.
Talked to you a few times.
Everything going well?
Yeah, it's warm out here though.
It's real warm. I know.
Oh my.
This past week, it's escalated a bit. You know?
Yeah. So last Saturday when I was here, it wasn't nearly like
I
this.
know.
Plus, it was in the evening.
Evening helped a lot, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Glad you can make it out.
Oh yeah, me too. I almost didn't. My car wouldn't start. Now my car's not starting out in the parking lot.
Oh no.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I can make it home.
Yeah. So too.
Because it's like an hour and a half drive.
Oh right, for sure. Maybe it just needs a little time after you get out of here. You'll be all.
Yeah, maybe it got warm or
Do you have
something. I
interviews
don't
and
know.
stuff to do, or what all do you have today?
Well, I'm doing this, and then afterwards I'm going down there and I'm gonna record the post pressers and
Perfect.
stuff. So
Awesome.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's go for anything else here today.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
You too. Yes.
Oh my gosh. He dropped it. Rodgers dropped it. That's freaking awesome. like Strahan.
Just signed an autograph.
What's up?
Mike?
No, I just signed an autograph.
Oh, yeah, I had a couple of those too. Last time I had a few. That's Mike right there.
Wide receivers, tight ends, we're going to route on air. After this, it's one-on-one drills around 12:30. First 7-on-7 period on field line 1. That'll start around 12:35.
I have to, because you can't have the music, because YouTube will.
Yeah, YouTube will slap the crap out of you.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So
Cody and I had to work around that when we were doing our
I muted it and just voiced over it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what I did.
That's a smart idea, yeah. Just give it to the audio. We found some popular songs that had a copyrighted version because they were remixed, uncopyrighted version because they were remixes. So it's basically the same song, but a person does it in a little bit different voice with a different tone and a different speed. So that way YouTube, nothing can get copyrighted. So we just put that when we were showing our videos of all this. So it was a smart idea.
I smell popcorn.
There's a bunch of people that got it up there.
Nobody sharing their popcorn.
Nobody gonna share their popcorn with us.
Oh man, that's sad.
We hungry out here.
How about some ice cream? That might help even better.
We wouldn't be able to get it in our mouth by the time it
Even
melts.
melts, right? Huh?
That's Ethan Yeah, not much to really report to Twitter right now until we get.
I don't even mess with Twitter while I'm here. I got this.
I know. Well, my problem was if I had Cody here, I'd be spending more time doing that, but I don't. So I'm trying to just focus on anything that and try to get it out on Twitter.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh,
Good. This is great.
no kidding. Let me get over. I'm gonna go down a little bit further where these practices are happening. Okay. Right behind you, please.
Less than 50 in her burgundy and she ain't one of mine. Add it right next to your glow, they see the difference in your shine. Go to really long as you got me, you never in the bind. They go, hey, about you prime, a drinker, not a smoker, but for me you hit that pound cake. They say I started someone, I had gave you the lane. And others, they can't see cause everything ain't for the brand. I put it down, don't know who need to hear this, another could never. Spoiling her too easy, make it harder for the next one. I'd rather put her on game than run it on. If you can put up with me, you a the Maybach drive itself for me out and not touch the wheel of this car. It's the life of the from the spot, no cap, what's it taking? Breaking it out for my neck, making it harder for the next. Making it harder for the next.
Oh, that was way behind him. You ever get anything back from your bosses?
Oh, our boss had a conference all week, man. He was out of Denver all week.
Oh, okay. It's all good. I was just curious.
I'm waiting on a couple other things to get dealt with by boy, I'm more blessed than you.
Nice catch, dude.
I know you see it. I know you see it. Bless like a bless, 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 bless like a bless, bless, bless. I know you see it. I know you see it. Bless like a bless, 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 bless like a bless, bless. She throwing 'cause she blessed.
Yeah, I know. So many people in the way.
Cause I'm throwing this cause I'm obsessed with it. Finesse with it. Run it up and play chess with it. Got a lot of cash. Touch around my waist. Smelling like a bag. When I walk up in the bank, I'm on bliss. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Wow.
I'm blessed. 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 Point to the sky, say blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Put your hands up if you blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I know you see it. I know. I know you see it. I'm blessed like I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Blessed like I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I know you see it. I know you see it. I'm blessed like I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Blessed like I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed.
Oh, Campbell fell down.
What's happening, TT?
Change my name to the kid, that's a baby go. Keep it Drake like I started up OVO. You can get a percent, but I want the most. Got a house with a lake, so I bought a boat. About to switch up a play, that's inaudible. State to state, private jet with some model home. Had to run on more dollars than followers. Me and Bay take the week off and call them. That's a gamble, I'm playing a lotto. I'm betting.
It's that new wave. Future Hendrix. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Right. You say you getting thought of trying to park with you. Oh, that's your best friend trying to fuck with you.
Hey, what's going on, Kevin?
They say they real sisters. I don't give a fuck, they real sisters. Around me, try to dodge bullets. Serve a pack of chickens and a Dodge Henry. Around me, try to dodge bullets.
Thank you.
Around me, I'm twin sister. Whipping up the key, try to dodge bullets. Traveling in the street, that's a Marjo. They'll turn the fees with that Godzilla. Try that flipping in the trap from a dog. Black Amigo gang, got the bells on me. Way before the fame, I had a bell on me.
All right, as you can see, one-on-one on field one right now. Wide receivers, defensive backs, linebackers, running backs on field one. The guys in the trenches over here on field number 2. Coming up after this, 7-on-7. That'll start around 12:35, focusing on first and second down. We'll do that for about 12 plays. That'll happen on field one. That is the next practice period.
Oh, we're doing 7-on-7s now?
Standing on the stage with the rounds on me. I sell a lot of chickens and a medicine. I ride with that white dirty penitentiary. Middle fingers always to the popo. How to fell in love with the Lambo. I be taking bottles, rockin' tummy. Time for it, walking like a zombie. Standing in the trenches screaming murder. When I take that off and try to serve her. She got Chanel
hair dripping off, I'm about to murder. They never can tell the way she talking to thirsty. You say you getting thrown, I'm trying to part with you. Oh, that's your best friend, I'm trying to fuck with you. First minute, they say they real sisters. I don't give a fuck, they real sisters. Around me, trying to dodge bullets. Serve a pack of chickens and a Dodge Henry. Around me, trying to dodge bullets. Around me, I'm twin sisters. I need you here with me every night. When she grown, help me get it right. Like a flip phone, you getting flipped tonight. MJG, I need that pimp tight. Later on, man, come with me, come get a pimp right. I get a
Michael versus Gilmore, that'll be interesting.
Like Rihanna, I just got a front end work for Hunter. She say she never seen him many Hunters. I beat that just like a drummer, coming later, play good like a plumber, like a newborn. I get in the stomach and a new foreign, I be looking for you. Yeah. Come with me, girl. Come with me, girl. Come with me, girl. I'm be calling you tonight. I'm be stalking you tonight. I'm be all over your body. I'm going to you tonight, girl. I'm be,
Streets. Anytime you meet him, I get what you need.
That's Paris with a beautiful
Play with that back talk that you act off with that mouth smart than that head hard. Catwalk with that back arch, yeah, I put that till he backs off. Work for it, had to wait up on me. Ain't nobody gotta stay up on me. Need somebody who could take the weight. Now he call me up just to lay up on me. He might take his bro to defend me. He know me took a date out to Benny's. Showed him red, now he copping a Fendi. Yelling, we never been friendly. Yeah, and I love it when you going down and start looking up. Say you wanna get me for a private show. I'm like calling flights and just book it up. Yo, 6'4", fogging windows, lingerie up under my trench coat. Call me up when your dressing, push up on you like bench pressing.
Come with me, girl. Come with me, girl. Come with me, girl. I'm be calling you tonight. I'm be stalking you tonight. I'm be all over your body. I'm going to you tonight, girl.
And that's it. I gotta end it.
Yeah. Long one.
You want to hear his story? Started out as an outfielder. Balls, here it goes.
You got to build a career with your brain.
Yeah.
But he went Huff,
right? Yeah.
You know.
I feel like Wakefield though, his last couple of years, it's all. He was the guy who threw the pitch to Aaron Boone for that
check ABC.
Goliath of a home run.
Power's not on. Locks on, please. Clark's got it. Clark's in charge. Right there.
Let me know if it's too hot.
Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everybody. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, this is full time practice.
Hey JJ, while you're there, will you make sure everyone's getting on a mic check, please?
Anyway, the mic check, good?
little hot.
Turn it down a little?
Yeah, just that mic input, just turn it to like 9 position. Perfect.
Everyone good? Check. One,
Much
two,
better.
3, 4, 5. Good.
Thanks.
Thank you. You good?
Yeah.
You know what else, guys?
I got room to scoot over.
I said we can go right. We can go left.
Yeah, we can. Here, I can move.
So if I do like this the whole time, no?
That would not be ideal.
What about if I do this?
Shuffle well, even better.
I would move, but oh, you're good. You're good.
Because
They decided the microphone might stay.
One of these days, I'm not going to be able to get out of house alive. I know what's coming.
you're going to be Molina.
Your legs are going to fall asleep down there, Ken.
You're just hoping it's not this year's team.
It'll sound the same as the first time.
Right.
Here's the big crack, and then I fall down, and very small.
You'll be all right, man.
It's coming.
We're all here for you.
We got plenty of trainers.
Yeah.
Got an ambulance someplace. Hopefully not.
And some firemen.
Coach incoming, y'all. Coach incoming.
I'm bringing like
Hey, exciting day out here. Another sold-out crowd, a lot of energy, bringing the heat, right? Literally the heat, but the fans brought the heat. So good practice, some things to clean up. We'll clean those up. Good work today, and looking forward to getting back out here tomorrow.
Frank, did you get any word on Curtis Brooks? Looked like he left.
Got poked in the eye, and got poked in the eye, but it should be good.
Frank, Stephon Gilmore has been around the ball this whole camp. What did you anticipate you were getting with him? You had a lot of injuries the last couple of years, and then can you contrast that to what you've seen?
He just, like I can just tell you from a quarterback's perspective, he's the kind of cornerback you fear because the way he sees the game, he knows what's coming before it's coming. He's so quick to recognize routes, concepts, and then he has the ability to make plays on the ball, that and turn it over. So that's what we've seen from start to finish. Love him. Love the player, love the person, love how he's fitting in with this team. Really feel like he's helping our defense and helping our secondary to elevate to a new level for us.
On the same front, Unique is the other big name addition on defense. I'm sure you went to Gus back in February or March and said, what can you tell us about him? What did you know then? What have you learned the last couple of weeks about him?
One of the things that you can tell from Unique, last year, I think I might have mentioned this one time way back when he's with the Raiders for 1 year, and he's the defensive captain, right? I mean, that tells you something. So he's got this infectious energy to him. He is a relentless effort guy, and then he's just got explosive power. So, and that's been proven. The production is there; it can't be argued. So I just love his attitude. I love his attitude. Whether he's making plays or even if he's getting beat, he's just got this relentless attitude that I think all of our guys should do have. But he's definitely going to be a leader on the defense.
Was it a long discussion to take that trade?
No, it really wasn't. Because with Gus, and then Chris had a relationship right with all around Marinelli. With Marinelli, and that was a huge piece. Marinelli factor was because he's the best, right? And so Marinelli's report on Unique was off the charts.
I think you talked about the value that Gilmore's bringing to the defense. What's it doing to a Pittman and Pierce and Campbell to go against him every day?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's just a universal principle, right? That when you're challenged, the more you're challenged, the harder it is, and the more you have to figure out how to win. Like this game, ultimately, like we've always said, it comes down to one-on-one matchups. And how am I going to win my one-on-one matchup? So against a guy like Gilmore, it's challenging because half the time he knows what you're doing. and you still got to find a way to win. And so I think the receivers have been doing a decent job of that. We won our shares versus Gilly, but he's definitely a challenging receiver.
Frank, how would you evaluate Jelani Woods so far?
I think we see more and more of him every day. You can just tell he's getting more and more comfortable with the offense. He's playing faster and faster. You can see big, long speed. You see it out there. And ball's not always going to him, but I'm really excited about the upside that he brings. And I'm excited about what he's doing as a blocker. He's getting better there. I think Clayton's working hard with him. It means something to him, so he's working hard to become a better blocker.
Coach, there's a lot to clean up. There's things to clean up. There's clean up every day. But teamwork a little less efficient by the offense today.
Yeah, I mean, we had like 5 or 6 drop passes. I mean, that was more than we've had in training. I don't know, we're talking about it for a second, but what we said is, you want, when you start the season, you want everything to the arrow just to keep going up. It seldom does that. Today, at least offensively, we'll look at the film. I'm sure there were a lot of good things, but too many drops today, a few miscues here and there. So we'll clean those things up. There was still a lot of positives. We'll clean those things up. That's part of it. Learning how to focus over a sustained period of time.
Another tight end as far along as what you're having as good of a keeper as it might look like time to time.
I think he is. I mean, I think Drew has come in, and what was evident right away was it just seemed like he knew what he was doing right away.
It doesn't seem to have lost.
Right. There was never any ramp up time. It just seemed like he fit in right from the start. So now the challenge is, to keep getting better from here. You come in, you handle it the right way, you look like you belong, but now you got to keep getting better because you play winning football, not just play good football. And I think Drew has shown that, and I'm really happy he's here.
Coach, what are your thoughts on the offensive line so far in camp, specifically the tackle group?
Very encouraged. Ravens looked very good. Matt Pryor had a good day today. Matt Pryor, I thought, had a good day today when I was isolating on him. So I think Strauss has done a good job with those guys. Obviously, Dennis Kelly, I heard he was doing pretty well. I know young guys are progressing as well. Bernard's looking better and better each day. So you got to keep fighting again and being challenged every day. So it's been good on both sides.
And Kelly, is he going to miss more time, or
Dennis, yeah, not quite sure at this point. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Let's go. Thank you.
It's starting to spread. Always over kids, huh? I mean, I don't know how. Not. It's great. Yeah.
Matt, I know you got high standards, and Frank was saying there's a lot to clean up today. Just what did you see from you?
Yeah, I mean, certainly mistakes, by us as well, but it's part of it. That's why we practice. We're out here, pushing ourselves to get better, and to improve. We've had, some really good days. We've had, some days where, we haven't been quite up to the standard, but that's how the season's going to go. It's not going to be just smooth sailing all the way. So days like today are good to learn from. I also think there's a lot of positives too. Whenever you go back and watch the practices, there's things we can clean up, a lot of great things we did as well. And our defense, and that's good to see. We're going against a really good unit. Talented players, and it's going to make us get better, and that's good. Unfortunately, you're going to have days where they get you sometimes. They got us a few times today, we got them a few times, but that's what good teams do. It's back and forth.
Sorry, one of those guys is Gilmore. And he at you today. Frank said as a quarterback, he's a corner that you fear. What's it like going against him every day? And you've played some great corners. What do you see in him that makes it good?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not the first time he's picked me up. He's good, you know, he really is. And he's got excellent pattern recognition, you know, really good savvy, good ball skills. He's talented. And he's one of those guys who sometimes, you know, can put a seed of doubt, you know, in your mind of what he's going to do. Is he going to break on something? Is he going to, you know, kind of give you something? So with guys like that, you know, I've played against a lot of them in my career. You have to be really accurate. You have to make good decisions. But it's going to force us to get better. It really is. And that's really good work for our wide receivers. It's really good work for me. You know, honestly, going against, you know, good players all the time sharpens, you know, your skills. And we're certainly fortunate, you know, to have him here.
Matt, within your team, obviously your personnel, do you feel like the preseason means a little bit more than it normally would for
I mean, honestly, I've always felt like it was important. You know, and you know, different coaches and different years have different points of emphasis, but you know, I've always felt like there's a lot of work that gets done this time of the year. Some have been in games, some have been in practices, and you know, so I don't really think my approach has changed all that much, you know, throughout my career.
Do you want to play in the preseason?
I've always liked, you know, getting out there, getting some reps, and doing those kind of things, but that's not my call. It's up to, you know, Frank and Chris, and they've got to determine, you know, what's best for the team.
So last year was kind of odd, not playing preseason.
Yeah, I mean, the last 2 years have been odd. I mean, you know, the year before that we had the preseason games too. So, I don't know how to answer.
How do you handle drops when a receiver has a drop or two in a practice?
Yeah, I mean, my thing has always been physical mistakes happen. You know, we've got to limit them, and that's what we work all the time on, you know, developing, you know, our physical skills. But it happens, you know, and you got to move past it. You got to believe you're going to make a play the next play. So the mental mistakes are more the things I get hung up on, and those are the things we have to nip in the bud. Those are the things we can control. You know, we're all human. There's going to be times where you make a mistake or physically you just don't make, I'm going to throw a bad ball. It happens. We want to limit that for sure, and that's why we work so hard. It's more the mental mistakes, you know, for me that are the ones that we control. We got to be better than that.
Wrong routes or whatever.
I'm sorry?
When you're talking mentally, you're talking wrong routes or not being in the right spot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even the drops. I mean, it's just like that kind of stuff is in the huddle for me is always like, hey man, put it behind you, let's go, next play. Whereas, you know, missed assignment or something like that is more of, come on man, we got to get it right. We expect, you know, better.
Not a lot of the offseason, you and Frank, there's a lot of discussion about like what works for you, what doesn't work, how do you fit in, all that. Where do you think you guys are in that process? Are you guys figured most of that out, and you're just, you know, installing what you know, sort of works? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think we're pretty far along in that. You know, I feel like you know, I feel like we put in a lot of really good work in the spring, and you know, had a lot of really good conversations about, you know, the things I like and how they fit. It's not necessarily just what I like, but the things that I like that maybe fit, you know, how we're built, how you do. But to be honest with you, a lot of stuff they already have. So, you know, it's little things here and there, and it's details, but I do feel like we're in a good place.
Well, that's actually the other side of it. Like the scheme, it predates you, right? So when you come in and you gotta start getting familiar with it, just what were your overall thoughts? I mean, just as someone who knows a lot of football and seen a lot of football, did it make a lot of sense to you to see how it productive?
For sure. I mean, you turn on the tape, some of the things that they did in the past, and the production, you know, speaks for itself. And so, you know, I've been in a number of different systems, and I feel like there's, you know, bits and pieces of it. You know, everybody kind of has similar stuff. It's just what you put an emphasis on. There's certainly been a lot of things, you know, that they've done here successfully in the last handful of years that at different times throughout my career I've done a lot of it.
And I'm curious, a couple more. Developing chemistry with the offensive line, how much of that process is like them knowing how long they got to hold their block based on your drop and where exactly your drop is going to be, and how much of that process is going to be?
Yeah, I think, timing and rhythm, I think that's huge, and it's kind of categorizing plays, in our drops of, are we in 5-step timing, are we in 3-step timing, are we in 7-step timing, those kind of things. And you feel for, routinely how quick the ball's out, or on the longer developing ones, we might have to hold up a little bit longer. But honestly, those guys do a great job up front. They're really well coached. They've got a good unit, great leadership from Ryan and Hugh. I've been impressed with that group.
How beneficial is it to have that same group out there the entire time?
It's huge. I really do think, and you can't control it. You never know what's going to happen with injuries and stuff like that. But, continuity on the offensive line is so big. Whether it be in the run game or in pass protection, but there's really a rhythm, in the run game of combination blocking, of double teams and knowing when to get off. And there's a feel. I say this having never done it. Watched it. You can see it. You can see that they have a feel for each other, and so the more those guys get to work next to each other, they already have a lot of time on task. A lot of these guys of working with one another. Maybe not all of the game reps, but a lot of time in practice. Danny's been here, and Matt. And so I think they've all done a really good job.
Okay, thanks guys. I'm going about stuff I've never done all the time. You're good.
Yeah, let me talk to you about O-line play.
That's my strength.
So, defense, you guys feel like you have an upper hand recently, especially in pads, or what do you think?
Yes, sir. I feel like we've been coming out there doing what we have to do, man. So offense, helping out get better and helping us really run the offense.
How are you fitting in with the more aggressive play up front? I know obviously you're playing kind of the nose, it's a little different, but I know you guys are just attacking a lot more. How does that work for you, your position specifically, and how do you just like it?
So me, I'm a get-off guy. When I first came in the league, I was on the inside front. Like having it again just made me feel like I'm back at home. Getting off the ball, getting upfield, like messing with the backfield and that part.
Grover, what have you seen out of Eric Johnson?
Eric, he's a player, he done came a long way. Like when I first started Nina, he was like trying to learn and stuff like that. And like now it seems like everything clicking. And like he done got better.
That first step, that explosion he got, it's pretty impressive, right?
Oh yes sir, yes sir. I told him, I was like, hey, you're quick, but you ain't quick to me yet.
In certain defensive schemes, nose can have a lot of freedom when they want to go as far as look gaps. Do you get a little bit of that freedom with how it's supposed to be?
I mean, we do have that freedom, but the main gap is the A gaps. Yeah. Which we want to sit the edge right down the middle. That's the good one.
So when you got unique chasing down running backs 30 yards downfield, what does that do, just that energy bring for a defensive line?
It brings a lot, man, because he running 30 yards, I'm trying to get down there with him. 30 yards, but if he punch it out, man, I want to be that good. So another guy runs the ball and pushes the whole thing.
How much toughness that you got that interest in?
It really makes you feel free, like you don't have to worry about the back end. Like you just do your job, have fun with the guys.
How much of the preseason do you want to or need to play?
It really don't matter how much I play, but a couple quarters, make sure I still got it. Choke some guys out.
Grover, what are your thoughts on fellow defensive lineman Yannick, who's coming over from the Raiders so far in camp?
Yannick is a good guy, man. He don't help the team out a lot when, like, knowing the kids and, like, helping the younger guys, like, look for different things and, like, helping us, like, the older guys, too, though, with the scheme and everything. So, Yannick, he's a good guy. Like, he fit right in.
Another guy who's gotten a lot of work sometimes with you when Buck was down was RJ McIntosh. What's it been like learning him?
RJ, he's a dog. Like, he go get it. Like,
knows he'll play it, 3 he'll play it, the coach want to play in, he'll play it. So RJ, that's my dog. He gonna go get it. He'll play it too.
When you stop the run as well as you have today, how does that make you feel at the end of the day when you think back about it, especially against this running back core?
So it makes me feel great, man. Like I can go to the locker and sit back, keep my feet up, because I done did my part.
Grover, how have you and Quiddy started playing off each other in this attack?
So I pretty much give Quiddy freedom. I'm like, man, anything you want to do, like, go ahead. I want you to go and I'm going to see that and do something. And like, we just communicate. Like, if you feel like you can be the guy inside, I watch him out of outside. If you feel like you can be the guy outside, that's an inside.
How has he been in terms of just getting those rushes down and getting that communication?
You know, Quiddy, he always been able to get the quarterback in rushes.
How's Coach Ollie been so far?
He been great, man. Young coach, man. High energy, man. He really push us and help us. And like I always tell him, I'm like, hey, man. I'm like, loosen up, man. Loosen up. The defense, we got you. The defensive line gonna take care of him. He gonna take care of us.
You gotta have him over for one of your cookouts.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have him breast and chicken.
There you go. Thanks, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
We got Zach. Thanks, bro.
No, you're good. I got you.
Playing like that, a lot of confidence. You've got a lot of young veterans, a lot of experience out there. How much of a role does that play?
You know, I just feel like, you know, we were a really good defense last year. Obviously, added some great pieces. So, and then obviously with just a new perspective with us. It's really just, you know, trying to build on everything we was last year and really becoming that elite defense. Obviously, we've been talking about, you know, making that step for the last couple of years. It's about time we really put that to the test and really do that. So I think our whole mindset when we come out there is just really be the best defense in the league every day. And I think that's just how we all, you know, especially with, you know, 5-3 not being out there, everybody just trying to raise that level of play. That's really just, you know, it shows up on the practice field.
Hey, playing a linebacker in this new defensive scheme, what are some of the traits that are really looking for you guys?
Definitely, you know, for me, just at the mic, obviously, just making all the calls, getting a lot of people right. It's a lot more elements, a lot of more formation recognition, a lot more checks and different stuff in this defense. More so, it's a lot more communication on my part. But then for us, it's just being fast and physical, you know, and obviously getting the ball out. So that's really big.
Meeting Jonathan Taylor at the goal line.
I like me.
Oh man.
I like me.
Yeah. you did real well.
Oh, for sure. You know, obviously with Gilly being out there, you know, he's just, you know, the star and stuff. He raised the level to play and the expectations of everybody in that DB. You know, him and Kenny, and then obviously having Face and those guys coming over from the last staff of last year. Then Yannick, he just brings that energy, that hustle, that dog mentality, you know, that we already played with. He just like he ride along. So those guys, they really just add to the mentality that we really already have. I think, you know, Chris and Frank do a great job of when they bring free agents in, their personalities, how they like to play, how they go about things. It's already so much like the guys that's already in the building. It's always such a seamless fit. I don't really think there's been too many guys that we signed that, like, just personality-wise and play-style-wise, just didn't really mesh with everybody that's already here.
Have you been mostly playing Mike with 53 out?
Yes.
Yeah. When he's back, do you expect to stay there or shift to Sam? Or?
You know, when he comes back, I expect, you know, the best of linebackers to play. So, you know, where he plays, you know, just make sure I'm on the field. So that's all that matters.
There's like 90 guys out here. A lot of them are going to make this roster or be a special team. Some of you did, obviously, when you were a rookie. What did they have to do well to separate themselves this time of year to ensure that they're on?
Yeah, you know, when you're a guy that's really trying to stand out, first of all, I would just say take advantage of all your opportunities. You know, when you're a young guy, reps are very limited. You know, right now everybody's worried about getting the starters ready, getting the guys that they know are going to be there ready. So you may only get, you know, I remember my second year I was getting 2 team reps every other team period. So I'm like, if I only get a team, ain't no way I'm a loaf. And every time I'm out there, I got to make a play. Like, they got to know I was at practice today, you know. And even when it comes to, you know, special teams, most of that stuff is just always knowing your assignment. You know, we're professionals. You know, it's not college. Nobody cares, you know, how much is on you. Know your job. And I think knowing your job and doing it with great intensity and great effort is always going to separate yourself. So just taking advantage of opportunities and then just always being on your P's and Q's. And, you know, doing that will definitely separate yourself.
One of those young hit on something that you had to earn your way. So you came in from the bottom. And how much has that kind of formed you have become now? Because you are playing a lot more, but you know, your attitude has changed.
I just think it, you know, it gives me that appreciation for where I am now, just knowing the journey that I've been on. Like I said, I can't forget every other team I was getting reps. So how I'm going to complain I'm on a 15-play drive? You know what I mean? Because I remember being on the sideline wishing I was getting those reps. So, you know, just always being grateful for the journey and always knowing that, you know, I'm inspiring other guys that, you know, they're on the bottom roster guys, let them know, like, look, this is what you achieve. You put the work in the same way, you know, Kenny Moore did for me, watching Kenny, you know, come from special teams, cut guy to, you know, best corner, best nickel in the league, even Pierre this year, and all those other guys that came in that really inspired me. So just paying it forward.
One of those young guys that's flashed a ton for us so far is JoJo Doman. What have you seen out of that guy so far?
Yeah, I like JoJo. JoJo know how to show up, and I think that's a big thing for him. Obviously, young guy just trying to get his bearings down, but he's done a good job of picking up the defense, you know, playing fast and, you know, trying to make the plays that come to him. Obviously, all the young guys got a ways to go, and, you know, it really shows up when the preseason games happen for the young guys. You know, this is just practice, but you got to learn how to make the plays in the game. But I like JoJo so far. He's sitting next to me at meetings. I'll be trying to chop it up with him and try to give him as much game as I can. So, yeah, JoJo been making plays.
How much preseason do you need?
I mean, me personally, I mean, last year, after I made the big hit in Carolina, I felt like I was cool. I didn't even play anymore. But, you know, I do understand, you know, just getting your wind up. You know, a 15-play drive in practice is not the same as in a game setting. You really have to run, make a tackle, and come back to spot the ball. Like, when it's really officiating and it's not just, oh, jump off sides or this is like, so it's a lot different again in the flow of the game from me, myself personally. Definitely affects it, but I know Coach Frank and, you know, the rest of the offense put a good plan in together.
As a linebacker, especially, you know, how important run fits are and everything, how difficult is it to find that balance between, you know, filling your gap, executing that, and then making the plays?
I think it's just, you know, knowing when to take your shot, you know. You're saying you take it and make it. You take it and make it. I mean, a lot of times, you know, you want to be aggressive. We're not robots out there. You know, the game ain't written up on a blackboard, just do this. And if that was the case, it'd be smart to
take the football first.
Exactly, but also understand that if you take your shot, you gotta make that play. And I think that just comes with trusting your teammates. When you know you got dogs around you that's gonna make up for you, they give you that confidence that, like, look, I could go shoot this, I could backside that because I know Grove's gonna overlap, he gonna do this, and I know Yannick's gonna set the edge. And if it all fails, I know Julian gonna clean it up in the back end. So just knowing, and that's just team defense. Defense is just a team sport, so that team game. So that's why I love it.
Hey, that was great.
Thank you, Zeke. Thank you.
Thank you. Send that to the kids.
That's it.
Hey, don't